Alright guys, so as I promised, I'm doing a review of the new RGB light. It's called Metal. Not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm gonna try to cover as much things as I can. I didn't want to do review right away, even though I had this light for about a month now. Actually, I was supposed to do review on this a little bit earlier, but I wanted to test a little bit more to see, all the quirks with it and how this thing generally performs. So to begin with, this light runs from AC, from your power plug, and basically from the Sony NF battery. So that's very nice. I'm not gonna go into digits because I don't really want to throw just a random numbers out there. I'm not sure, depending on the battery, how long it will last, but obviously from the power, it does very good job. It's not overheating or anything like that. It's relatively very cold. So this light runs all the way up to 8,000 Kelvin. And the coolest thing about this, you can control this light from the phone app, and I'm gonna go into that in a second. That's why I have a little chart. On the description, it's rated as CRI at 95. So I'm gonna let you be the judge. I'm gonna try to upload the highest quality video that way when I'm changing everything, you can see the change. My black magic right now running at 5600 Kelvin, and I have the light working at 100% set up from pure white at 5600 Kelvin. So this is a default state of this light. So here's the chart, and we're gonna go over details. As I mentioned earlier in my gear review video, this light is full RGB and it gives you fantastic spectrum of light. You can dial basically any temperature you like. Is it powerful enough? Yes, I think for such a small size, it has a lot of kick, especially if you set up properly. Right now, I'm doing sort of book light shooting towards the camera and being bounced back at me, so you can see everything kind of even. And I'm sitting about 1 meter away from the big Pro Photo bounce. If you want to see exact bounce I'm using, links in the description. Everything I'm talking about is going to be down there. So you be the judge. I'm just going to tell you information, my experience with it, and basically you make your own decision. Really quick, what I kind of don't like about the light. I don't like a little flimsy barn doors. It's very old school metal barn doors that comes with the light. It's no big deal, but it can be a little bit better. I feel a little bit outdated working with that kind of technology, I guess, if you want to put it this way. I think they could have done a little better job, you know, better solution, I guess, with the barn doors. Besides that, I don't really have anything really negative to say other than, again, the barn door is kind of clunky and you have to assemble them with little screws. So not necessarily my cup of tea working like that. I like to be really quick on the go, but I guess you can't have everything perfect. Let's jump into app and I'm going to show you. So again, right now we are at 56 Kelvin. I'm going to use this app. So we working with HSI, how they call it, hue, saturation, and intensity. Let's see, I'm gonna dial red, and right now we can see everything like super crazy. I look probably like a vampire. See my monitor over here. So let's do green. Okay, so that's green. We can do a little different. So that's kind of teal. This one is blue, looks crazy. This one is purple. We can manipulate saturation in the app. Okay, so that's 25% saturation, barely. This is about 60%. This is no saturation whatsoever. It has that kind of weird whitish tone. And we back at saturation of 100. And intensity, basically, it's like your luminosity. We can dim it down and we'll see everything looks a little weird. So let's do red. Again, intensity 45. Can make it more, can make it less. Very, very handy. So essentially, with this kind of thing. You can dial any color you want. You want to make morning, you want to make night. I think it's very, very handy. This is fantastic what kind of small size delivers that feature. 56K, we're back where we started. Now the downside, another little downside, that this app, and by the way, there's a very funky way downloading this app. You don't go to the store. They give you a little link that you have to scan QR code, and then it takes you to the app. So, um, unfortunately, you cannot control presets. This light comes with very fantastic presets that I think a lot of you as a filmmakers really gonna like, and I'm gonna show you. That's why I sort of placed everything within the reach that I can show you really what it's all about. So if I'm gonna go, if I'm gonna go in the menu, okay, we have presets. So everything is off right now. And number one preset is a color face. I'm not going to even touch it. So second preset, it starts right away, is the lighting. So if I'm going to go, we kind of have this like lighting going on. So really cool. Hopefully you guys don't have a seizure right now. Third preset, cop car. Freeze, dirt bag. So that's kind of cool if you want to imitate a police car. I think that's very handy. Again, very prone to seizures, I guess. Paparazzi, that's number 4. So this kind of imitates, a bunch of different flashes. Very cool. Number 5, strobe. So it goes really crazy. This one, definitely, if you have seizures, I probably at this point I should put a warning before this video so none of you guys can hurt. Okay, fireworks. This one is really cool. It's sort of like flashing different hues and dims it. So that's again can be very handy if you're filming. Okay, number 7, pulsing. So it kind of goes in a very weird pulsing way. Interesting. Number 8, explosion. So yeah, this one also looks very, very real, very legit. No. Number 9, television. And by the way, on each of those presets, you can um, play around with settings. You can like speed them up or do a different variety of it. So it's not just a preset as this. You can either speed them up or dial whatever. So next one, television. So somebody watching TV. Again, it's kind of cool, switching channels, whatnot. And number 10 is fire. So this one also kind of cool. It's sort of replicating the feeling that you're sitting by the fire. So I think just these presets are very handy for indie filmmakers or for somebody who's relatively on the small budget and can afford, a bunch of fancy stuff. So it works pretty well. Again, let's go into normal settings. So 56 Kelvin, and we're back, actually 5650. So we're back to normal right now. So that's about it about this light. I personally really like it. I think it's very handy. Small size, portable, delivers very nice lighting. I didn't want it to light anything like professionally and crazy over here. I just wanted to basically bounce it straight so you guys can see, I guess, what it does on a minimal adjustment, minimal setup. And in my opinion, it's pretty cool light. I don't know, whatever you guys think. Leave a comment for me. Maybe you have a question or whatnot. But I personally definitely going to be using this panel. I think it's pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching. Next time we're going to be doing breakdown of my color grading stuff, of 3 little short films I posted a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna take you and show you how I color graded, and we're gonna go from there. So thanks again and take care.